The Frog in the Well and the Blood on the Map, an open letter from a grieving brother of Northeast India. By a proud Indian from the Northeast. I am Indian. I was born in the Northeast. If you look at the map, if you even know how to look at the map, you will see that we are the guardians of the sunrise. We are the people standing at the frontiers, guarding the garden of this nation. Yet when I step out of my home and travel to central India or the big cities for education, for work, or for tourism, I am not greeted as a brother. I am greeted with a question mark. I am greeted with a slur. I am writing this because silence is no longer an option. We are bleeding. Literally. On December 9, 2025, the cost of your ignorance was paid by a young soul named Anjel. 1. The Dehradun tragedy, when Chinky becomes a death sentence. Let me tell you about Anjel and his younger brother, Michael. They were not loitering. They were not criminals. They were in Selaqui, Dehradun, at a simple roadside canteen. But for a specific group of men, the type who treat the streets like their personal kingdom, Anjel's face was a crime. These men mocked them. They used racial slurs targeting their facial features. And when Anjel, with the dignity of a human being, protested against being dehumanized, he was not met with an apology. He was met with rods. He was met with knives. He was met with metal kadas used as knuckles. They beat him until his spine broke. They beat him until his head shattered. For 17 days, Anjel fought in the ICU. 17 days. And then, he left us. This was not a brawl. This was a hate crime. Anjel was killed because he looked different from his attackers. He was killed in his own country, by his own countrymen, for the crime of being born in the Northeast. 2. Geography lessons for the fake news entrepreneurs. There is a specific group of people in our cities, the ones loitering on the streets, the ones running the entrepreneurship of fake news, the ones who gossip and spread rumors. These people seem to believe that India ends at West Bengal. To them, anyone with almond-shaped eyes is Chinese, Nepali, or Japanese. We are not Chinese. Actually, the Chinese border is far away from many of us. We are the citizens of India, who live on the edge, protecting the sovereignty of this nation. While you sleep safely in Delhi, Mumbai, or Dehradun, it is often our people standing guard at the treacherous altitudes of the Himalayas. We know where our boundaries are. We know exactly how far our garden spreads and what flowers bloom there. Do you? You act like the frog in the well, Kupamanduka. You sit in your small circle, thinking your well is the entire ocean. You think your city is the center of the universe. But you forget, it is our arrival in your cities for studies, for jobs, for tourism that adds value to your economy. We pay rent, we buy food, we work hard, we contribute. We do not come to loot, we come to build. 3. The irony of the Chinese insult. Here is the bitter irony of your racism. You try to insult us by calling us Chinese, Korean, or Japanese. You use these words as abuse. But look at the reality. Look at the world stage. China, Korea, and Japan are some of the most disciplined, hardworking, and developed nations on earth. Their citizens do not stand on street corners catcalling women. They do not loiter aimlessly. They are busy building empires, technology, and economies. So when you call me Chinese or Korean, I almost want to say, thank you. Thank you for comparing me to people who are industrious and developed. Thank you for comparing me to nations that are clean, efficient, and forward-thinking. Now, look at yourself. In India, who are the animals loitering in the streets? Who are the ones urinating in public? Who are the ones using vulgar language against women? It isn't the Northeast people. We are proud that our culture teaches us dignity. We do not mock your appearance. We treat people with the respect that a developed mindset dictates. So yes, call us Korean if you must. It reflects better on us than your behavior reflects on you. 4. The vulgarity against our mothers and sisters. I must address something that boils my blood. The racism we face is not just about names, it is about the fetishization and abuse of our women. We have seen men urinate in public places in front of our sisters. We have seen the leering, the vulgar comments. You chant Atithi Devo Bhava, the guest is God, to the world, but within your own borders you treat your own countrywomen like commodities just because they dress smartly or look different. To the men who do this, you are bringing shame to India. You are the reason the world points fingers at our safety record. 5. A direct plea to the government, stop being deaf and dumb. This is a direct message to the central government of India and the state governments of the Northeast. It is time to open your eyes. You cannot be deaf and dumb anymore. We are tired of condemnations on Twitter after a tragedy happens. We are tired of our sons returning home in coffins. We need strict laws, Racism against Northeast Indians must be a non-bailable offense. We need education. Chapters in national textbooks about Northeast India must be mandatory. Teach your children that we are not foreigners. We need a special discussion initiative. The center must sit with Northeast representatives to find permanent solutions to the safety of our people in metro cities. Anjel is dead. How many more? Nido Tanya was years ago. Has nothing changed? 6. To the mainland Indian, to the landlords who deny us rent, to the shopkeepers who mock our Hindi, to the police officers who ignore our complaints, and to the thugs in Dehradun. Your city becomes valuable because of diversity. A developed country invites people for studies and jobs. If you want India to be a superpower, Vishwaguru, stop acting like a village bully. To my brothers and sisters from the Northeast, do not let their ignorance break your spirit. We are the descendants of warriors and nature lovers. We are the face of a rising India. Being born in the Northeast is not a sin, it is a badge of honor. To the rest of India, stop the racism. Stop the vulgarity. Stop killing us. We are not guests. We are the owners of this house just as much as you are. Treat us like family, or stop pretending you believe in unity in diversity. Justice for Anjel. Justice for the Northeast. Suggested. Hashtags for awareness. Hashtag Justice for Anjel. Hashtag Stop Racism. Hashtag Northeast India. Hashtag Indian Not Chinese. Hashtag Dehradun Horror. Hashtag Wake Up India. Hashtag End Hate Crime. Hashtag Wear One.